let's go on to Shlok number 2 and we'll chant it first, okay? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kutastvakashmalam idam Vishame samupasthitam Anarya Jushtamasvargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna. Shri Bhagwan said, and the first words of Bhagwan Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. And what does Shri Bhagwan say? Arjun, how has this delusion overtaken you at this odd hour? Odd hour, why? They are in the battlefield, ready to start the war. And suddenly this valiant Kshatriya is feeling like a coward. It is shunned by noble souls. Neither will it bring heaven nor fame to you. Okay, let's first do the meanings and then we'll go into the explanation. Kuta, from where? Idam, this. Kashmalam, delusion. Samupastitam, has overtaken. Tva, you. Vishame, in this hour of peril. From where has this delusion taken over your senses in this moment of danger? And what is this condition of Arjun now? Anarya, crude person. Jushtam, this is the practice of a crude person. Aswargyam, which does not lead to Swarga, heaven. And it is akirtikaram, it will lead you to disgrace, Arjun. Alright. Now, although Arjun has not yet recognized Bhagwan Krishna as Bhagwan, doesn't know his true identity yet, he thinks he's just my friend, my sakha, my relative. Ved Vyasji knows exactly, obviously, that this is Bhagwan. Bhagwan who has embodied himself and taken avatar in sansar. For what reason? To uphold dharma and to get rid of adharma. Therefore, the words used here by Ved Vyasji when referring to the words of Bhagwan Krishna, he calls them Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. He does not say Shri Krishna Uvacha. Alright? So, we have already discussed this in chapter 1. We have already mentioned the etymology of the word Bhagwan. Bhag means all the great qualities, the 6 opulences, and unlimited, in unlimited quantity. And one means one who has. Bhag, one. The one who has all the unlimited 6 opulences, which is describing Bhagwan Krishna. So just like Dhan one, the one who has Dhan, money. Buddhi one, the one who has Buddhi. Bhagwan, the one who has all the 6 opulences in unrestricted, unlimited quantity. Now, this great Bhagwan, when you imagine ever, if you have ever imagined that Bhagwan is going to come and talk to you, how would you imagine Bhagwan will speak to you? You will definitely be thinking that Bhagwan will speak with a very gentle, kind, compassionate, soft voice. But here, as you'll see, Bhagwan is using tough love. His words, his choice of words are harsh. He is not going to be overcome with pity for Arjun. You know, if he feels pity for Arjun, then Arjun will remain there only in his delusion. It will strengthen Arjun's delusion. Arjun's negative tendencies will get stronger. He cannot raise Arjun out of tamas by expressing pity. How can I explain that to you? For example, let's say that there is a football match going on and there are two teams which are playing. Now, one team is really playing shabbily, like they are really not playing well at all. They are missing everything, whatever happens in football matches, okay? Now, they are not playing up to their usual level of efficiency. Now, let's say the half time comes. What will the coach tell this team? Will he say, "Oh, poor you all, I'm feeling so sorry for you. You're really getting badly beaten by this visiting team. Don't worry, it's okay. I feel really bad for you." Will he say that? Do you think the team will be motivated to play better by such words, by the pity of the coach? No. I think the coach will use his choicest expletives to the team, and he may even insult them to shake them out and get a good result, right or wrong? And the same thing happens actually with gurus and shishyas. Shishyas come to the guru with this problem, that problem, and they want a solution. Or maybe they don't even want a solution, they just want a ear to listen to them. They want the guru to say what is priya for them. They want the guru to tell them, "Oh, poor thing, you are in such a bad condition. I feel sorry for you." This is priya for the shishya to hear. But the guru is not here to sunav priya to the shishya. He is not here to give, pleasant words. The guru has to give to the shishya what is shreya for the shishya, what is in the highest interest of the shishya. The job of the guru is to crush the ego of the shishya, to remove his ignorance, to remove the abhiman, the pride, the false thinking, the self-pity. And the guru may also use harsh words. It's possible. But the motive behind the harsh words of the guru is pure love for the shishya. The only motive, the only objective, the only aim of the guru is liberation of the shishya by shaking him out of his delusion. So, Bhagwan Krishna's Updesh will begin in the 11th verse. But till then, because Arjun continues his deluded ranting and raving, justifying himself with his irrational excuses, he is not in a stable state of mind to listen to Bhagwan's Updesh. And even if Bhagwan starts giving him Updesh from now, Arjun is still justifying himself. So he has not yet surrendered his limited intelligence. In fact, he is trying to show that his intelligence is very high and his arguments and tark and his logic is very rational. So this is not the right time for Bhagwan to give his Updesh. Bhagwan knows what is the right time. Bhagwan knows what is the right place. And Bhagwan also knows the level of Updesh that the Shishya can absorb at a particular time. Bhagwan will not give his full Updesh right here in the next verse. The Guru also gives as much Updesh to the Shishya that the Shishya can absorb at that moment. Hopefully, the Shishya will implement that Updesh. Hopefully. When the Shishya will implement that Updesh, the Shishya will grow. The Shishya will have a new level of understanding. And with that new level of understanding, the Guru imparts the next level of Updesh. And this is the way the spiritual evolution of the Shishya takes place in the Guru-Shishya relationship. If the Shishya does not implement the Updesh at any level, then the Shishya will stagnate at that level. So, in other words, the spiritual progress of a Shishya is in his own hands, directly proportionate to the amount of Updesh that he follows, that has been gifted to him by his Guru. Now, there are three motives for which most people perform actions. Most people. Firstly, we do things for family pride. Khandan ki izzat. Second motive could be to have a good place in heaven. You know, after death, we'll go to heaven, get enough punya, go to heaven and enjoy Swarg ka Aishwarya. And third reason why people do good things is fame in society. You know, fame, we'll get good naam, fame, name. Sansar mein naam acha hoga. Now in this particular verse, Bhagwan Krishna is addressing these three motives. He is telling Arjun that if you don't want to fight this war, if you're going to run away from this war, it doesn't speak well for your family name. It doesn't befit such a illustrious family and dynasty as the Kurus. You know, such an action of running away from the war is not for noble souls. It will go against the izzat of the Kuru Khandan. So, first Khandan ki izzat he talks about. And what is the word he uses? An-Arya. An-Arya. Arya means what? Highly evolved, a cultured person. Arya. You know, when we have those episodes on the TV of Bhagwan, Mahabharata and Ramayana, this word Arya comes very often when they address each other. Arya. It means highly evolved person and cultured person with high ideals who adheres to dharma. But here he is not using the word Arya. He is using the word An-Arya. An-Arya means opposite of noble person, crude person. Okay? So, Bhagwan is telling him that you are from the Kuru dynasty and you are from the Kshatriya Varna. This family, this Khandan has always been known for its valor, for its courage, for its bravery, for protecting dharma. And now you want to cowardly run away from this battlefield. It will be a big blow to your Khandan, to your Kuru dynasty. And you cannot do this. He is reminding him about his rights. Secondly, he uses the word aswargyam. Aswargyam. if you continue to take this line of thought and not fight the war, it is not going to take you to heaven. In case that is one of your objectives, that you will reach heaven, you will not get any brownie points for this. See, normally people do good deeds for what? They want to earn punya. And why they want to earn punya? They want to earn punya because they believe that after death, my one place will be reserved for me in Swarga, heaven. But you will get punya and you will get that reserved place in heaven if you do dharma, not for doing adharma. And if being a Kshatriya, Arjun doesn't do the Kshatriya dharma, he will be doing adharma. Therefore, he will not get punya. Therefore, he will not go to Swarg. So, this motive also, Bhagwan Krishna is telling him, not happening. Then, third motive. What is the third motive? Name and fame in society. He calls that akirtikaram. Arjun may be in the wrong impression that if he shows compassion, pity towards the Kauravas, if he practices ahimsa by not fighting the war, then everyone will consider him to be very evolved, very pious. All his peers will, admire his good qualities. But Bhagwan Krishna, being Bhagwan, reminds him that if he runs away from the war, he is not going to get admiration from his peers. He is going to get mockery by other Kshatriyas. He is not going to get famous. He is going to get infamous. So, in one concise sentence, in one line, Bhagwan Krishna has shattered all the three motives that Arjun could have been thinking about for not fighting this war. And he says also that this kind of thinking is not beneficial to Arjun in the present time, in the past, or in the future. How so? See, it's not going to be beneficial for Arjun in the present because it's not going to bring him fame while he is alive. Right? That's present. Past, his entire dynasty will be shamed. And future, this adharma will not lead for taking him to Swarga in afterlife. So all these three motives are shattered. But it's possible that Arjun is not thinking of any of these three motives. He is not running away from this war because he wants admiration, name and fame from society. He is not doing it for kula, for his kula. He is not doing it for Swarga. What is actually Arjun's reason for not fighting the war? Simple. Moha. Delusion. This is where Arjun is right now. In moha. Confusion, delusion, wrong concept of who he is. Not knowing his true identity, not realizing his dharma for the role which he is playing. This is Arjun at the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita. And probably we are also in this stage in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita. But along with Arjun, with the gradual teachings of Bhagwan Krishna, with all the updesh that Bhagwan Krishna will be giving us, slowly imparting the knowledge, Arjun motive will change from moha to self-improvement to enlightenment. And this is also for us. We also need to progress as we will go ahead with Bhagavad Gita teachings. We also need to move from delusion, confusion, wrong understanding, right understanding, implementing the knowledge, and finally our own liberation. Now, one last thing for this verse, as we have said earlier, names of Arjun and Bhagwan Krishna have been used very precisely in each of the verses. Now, what is the verse used over here in this verse for Arjun? What is the name? Arjun only. He is not saying Kaunteya. He is not saying Pritha. He is using the word Arjun. Arjun comes from Arjavam, straight thinking. Now, Bhagwan is using this name to remind Arjun, start thinking straight. Give up this running around in circles and your mind going in a whirlwind. Become straight thinking, which is how you are normally, right? So this is a verse, shlok number 2. We'll just do one more shlok this time, which is shlok number 3.